child celebrities who have terrible lives. Let's watch this.
This video will cover 6 child stars who had a terrible life after fame, and we're going to begin by talking about Jake Lloyd, who played Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars The Phantom Menace.
The
Jake was chosen
GOAT.
to play Anakin from 3,000 potential candidates and would perform so well in the billion-dollar movie that he won the best performance in a feature film for an actor under the age of 10. While this might have implied that Jake had a promising film career ahead of him, he'd appear in only one more movie after Star Wars, before announcing his acting retirement at the age of 12, explaining that he was bullied heavily as a result of the role.
That's great. He's the GOAT. Let someone try to bully me for being the GOAT. I'm like, bitch, the force be with you. You know what I mean? Hit a little Jedi mind trick. Oh, fuck you, bitch. They're like, what are you talking about? I'll pull out my lightsaber and beat their ass.
My entire school life was really a living hell, and I had to do up to 60 interviews a day. Other children were really mean to me. They would make the sound of the lightsaber every time they saw me with this kind of
I'm so sorry. That's so. Imagine just walking down the hall and someone just walk. Oh, it's a real, yeah, Star Wars guy. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Oh, look, it's Anakin. Real. Go to fucking first period, nerd. I'm like, yo, fuck these kids, dude.
harassment even continuing into Jake's high school and college experience.
You know how they can be in high school. They're so charming and intelligent. College has been similar. They wouldn't let it go.
In other
I don't like, okay, first of all, they're probably just nerding out. Okay, they might just be fans. You know what I mean? There's no way they're definitely haters. Fucking Star Wars is the shit. Okay. Second of all, let's be honest. Ain't no one recognize this motherfucker. You gonna sit here and tell me, oh, are you Anakin? Bitch, I don't even recognize him. Like, what are we talking about here? Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that bullshit. No one looked at him and like, oh, that's Anakin. No, bro.
So charming and intelligent. College
I think he just got bullied because he look at him. To be honest with you, I thought it was a different person. Me too.
has been similar. They wouldn't let it go.
In other interviews, Jake had been warned about the common path taken by child celebrities.
Child stars have had a bit of a reputation that they turn to, you know, a life of drugs, so may the force be with you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yet this advice seemed to have no impact, as his life began to go downhill beginning into
Bro, like a diddler.
2015. Jake Lloyd has schizophrenia, stopped taking his medication, and attacked his mother. Indianapolis police were called to the home of Lloyd's mother, Lisa.
Jeez.
She said the 26-year-old showed up and yelled at her, saying she ruined his life. Lloyd allegedly knocked her down when she wouldn't let him in the house and stomped her 3 or 4 times, causing bruises and abrasions. He was gone by the time the police showed up, and she didn't press charges.
That motherfucker turned to the dark side for real.
Only 3 months later, Jake Lloyd found himself in a high-speed police chase, after which he'd be arrested for reckless driving, driving without a license, and resisting arrest, resulting in 10 months jail time in a psychiatric facility.
Jeez.
2 years after this, Jake's 26-year-old sister Madison died unexpectedly in her sleep, prompting the mother to release a statement regarding Jake's well-being. Jake has been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, but unfortunately he also has a symptom called anosognosia, which causes a lack of insight into his illness. This only adds to the struggle he faces, which has been very difficult after the tragic loss of his younger sister Madison. He has moved closer to his family, and we are all working hard to help him with this. He is still a kind and caring person, and we hope to have him back to his fun and entertaining self as soon as possible. Jake will continue to make progress with the love and support you continue to show, which is promising when compared to the life of Edward Furlong.
What a segue.
After playing John Connor in The Terminator 2, Furlong began to mess with drugs, stating, "Hollywood effed me up, man. Lots of money and lots of free coke will turn anybody into a cokehead."
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. If a lot of motherfuckers are saying Hollywood's fucked up and the industry's fucked up, like I'm talking about like a lot of motherfuckers, bro. It's not just like 1 or 2, you know what I mean? Like, oh no, Hollywood. When it's a lot, and I mean a lot of motherfuckers, maybe, just maybe, Hollywood might be fucked up for real. It might just be fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe we should start taking their words more seriously, maybe.
With this addiction resulting in his first arrest for driving under the influence without a license. Furlong attended rehab as a result of the incident and was able to stay sober for a number of years. However, by 2009, at the age of 32, he was back in the news for punching his girlfriend whilst on drugs. 3 years later, Furlong was arrested again, this time for domestic abuse against his new girlfriend, resulting in a further
Damn, he just beating bitches.
6 months in prison, prison where he'd pick up a meth addiction, although this story actually has somewhat of a happy ending. In July 2022, Furlong announced that he had gotten his teeth fixed, was taking better care of himself, and had been sober for over 4 years.
I'm much happier now, man. I mean, it feels so good to at least be doing the best you can.
Although this kind of happy ending has...
Bro, are you serious? Look what money could do. Look what money could do. Chat, you're not ugly. You could, if a meth head could turn this into this. You not ugly, chat. You just poor. Just remember that, okay? Get your money up, broke bitch, for real. You're not ugly. It's okay.
22, Furlong announced that he had
Just broke his shit, for real.
gotten his teeth fixed.
You
was
poor
taking
too. Bitch, I'm good looking though, so I don't need the motherfucking money. I got that shit for free. God said, here, take it.
better care of himself and had been sober for over 4 years.
I'm much happier now, man. I mean, it feels so good to at least be doing the best you can.
Although this kind of happy ending has been unavailable to Drake Bell, whose life has only gotten worse every single year since he starred in Drake and Josh.
Damn.
In 2014, approximately 7 years after the show came to an end, Drake Bell announced that he was filing for bankruptcy, causing a foreclosure on his $2 million mansion. 1 year later in 2000,
Man, fuck Drake. What the fuck? What y'all got against Drake? Not Drake. Fuck Drake. What y'all got against Drake? What he do that I don't know? Someone fill me in. Drake, fuck him. Fuck Drake for real. Keep listening. He a predator. He likes little girls. He a groomer.
2015, he'd be jailed for 4 days as a result of driving under the influence. However, the real drama didn't begin until mid-2020, when his ex-girlfriend would upload a video on TikTok making some pretty severe accusations.
Oh.
Imagine the worst type of verbal abuse you could ever imagine, and that was what I got. It then turned into physical, hitting, throwing, everything. At the pinnacle of it, he dragged me down the stairs of our house in Los Feliz. My face hit every step on the...
It's not funny. I just had a mental image of the bitch just like, Drake, stop! I'm so sorry. That's not funny. It's not funny at all. But like, like I just picture my dad like, come here, and I'll get dragged out. Damn, just grab me by the ankle, dude. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm serious. Come on, that's so fucked up, man. That's so fucked up.
Way down.
Drake Bell would defend himself by stating, "I never abused my ex-girlfriend or did so many of the other things Melissa falsely claimed on her TikTok video. Unfortunately, we both called each other terrible names, as often happens when couples are breaking up, but that is it." Although this response most certainly didn't put an end to the drama, as there was even bigger trouble just around the corner. An article titled "Drake Bell's alleged victim accuses him of grooming" explained that he was embroiled in a legal battle for engaging in a relationship with a 15-year-old girl back in 2017. Things became even worse when footage of the trial was uploaded to YouTube.
Party plead to count 2, disseminating matter harmful to juveniles, first-degree misdemeanor.
Guilty.
Let the record reflect defendant has pled guilty. The court accepts that plea.
And while he would plead guilty to child endangerment, Drake Bell would then take to his Instagram to insinuate that he hadn't done anything wrong.
Don't believe the media if these claims were remotely true.
Motherfucker, you just got caught in 4K.
My situation would be very different. I would not be here at home with my wife and my son.
Despite finishing by stating that he was at home with his wife, this relationship would last only 1 more year, as in January 2023, on top of everything that had already happened, Drake Bell announced that he was also getting a divorce.
Damn.
Considering he's acted in only 2 productions since 2020, it's safe to say that Drake Bell's reputation is pretty much finished, although he's not the only Nickelodeon actor with a spot in this video, as the life of Amanda Bynes has
Amanda Bynes, the Amanda Show. Y'all remember that shit?
descended into an even worse version of
You remember that? Can I get a You know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about, chat. Oh my God, bro. My sister used to love this bitch. Man, that motherfucker. Hold on. Oh my God. This shit. I put me.
High school's debate for class president is Courtney.
You remember this, bro? Oh my God. I forgot about half these motherfuckers for real.
of hell. Despite having one of the most famous faces throughout the 2000s, Amanda Bynes would announce her retirement from acting in 2010, stating that being an actress isn't as fun as it may seem. If I don't love something anymore, I stop doing it. I don't love acting anymore, so I've stopped doing it. I know 24 is a young age to retire, but you heard it here first. She'd go on to state that the retirement was because I literally couldn't stand my appearance in Easy A and I didn't like my performance. I was absolutely convinced that I needed to stop acting after seeing it. However, this is where things began to go downhill rapidly. In 2012, 2 years after retiring, she was charged with driving under the influence and hit and run on 2 separate occasions. 2 years after this, she'd be charged with driving under the influence again, with her court appearance displaying a significant physical decline from just 2 years prior. In the process, Amanda would take to Twitter to call Michelle and Barack Obama ugly, before stating that she and her parents were no longer speaking, which accompanied some absolutely wild accusations about her father, including the statement that he had put a microchip in her brain. After she'd also set fire to a driveway, Amanda was put in a mental hospital, after which her parents were given legal ownership over her $5 million estate, as Amanda has been spending large amounts of her savings. It has been reported that she's recently made extensive purchases as gifts from jewelry stores such as Cartier for strangers.
Holy shit.
Amanda Bynes was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and would attempt to get her life back on track by enrolling in fashion school. However, she was kicked out only 10 months later for showing up high and arguing with her classmates. In 2018, people assumed that she was back to her normal self, as Amanda showed up in magazines looking like this. However, within a year, she got face tattoos and checked into Alcoholics Anonymous, where she'd meet her new boyfriend who, according to Amanda, had just as many problems as her. In October 2022, she'd make another attempt at fixing her life by enrolling in cosmetic school, yet only 5 months later in March 2023, she was sent to a mental hospital once again, as she was found roaming the streets of Los Angeles without any clothes on. Then there was Orlando Brown.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, money isn't everything, bro. Especially at a young age, when you have so much money, and then you just have like so much clout, bro. You don't know what to do with your life, and you just start fumbling, bro. It's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chat, enjoy the struggle. You know what I mean? Don't lose yourself, because when you get so much, you get lost in the sauce. Don't get too much sauce. You could get some of my sauce, but that's besides the point. Don't get lost in the sauce, because when you get lost in the sauce, don't drown in that motherfucker, feel me? Just a little dab of that motherfucker on you, feel me?
Brown, whose role as Eddie Thomas on That's So Raven ended with an equally terrible life. After the show came to an end in 2007, Orlando began to focus on music, during which his life was kept fairly private, until he'd enter news headlines approximately 9 years later. Between February and March 2016, Brown was arrested on 2 separate occasions on charges of domestic violence, obstruction of justice, drug possession with the intent to sell, and possession of contraband in jail. In February 2016, cops claimed he struck his then girlfriend in the parking lot of a police station and was found by officers to be in possession of methamphetamine. Orlando was given a notice to appear in court, yet he'd instead flee to Las Vegas, where he was caught by bounty hunters.
You left California. It's a felony when you flee.
I didn't flee.
What are you doing here then, brother? You got a warrant for your arrest.
After which things only became worse.
Oh, shit.
A video was released of Orlando being kicked out of a friend's house after lasting only a week in rehab, which was followed by his appearance on the Dr. Phil show, during which he'd state that he'd been sober for 4 years, despite clearly being under the influence on the show.
I'm 4 years sober for a reason. I just now got out of rehab. I just now got out of
that motherfucker gone, bro.
I just now got out of ER. I'm not doing no more time away from my kids other than I need to.
As a result of this episode, Orlando would return to rehab and get clean before discussing his experience on the No Jumper podcast.
I had 2-year binge of something that I should have never, ever indulged in.
Meth?
Yes. Those situations, man, they will never happen again based off of the fact that where I'm trying to go.
And while he'd end his statement by stating that those situations will never happen again, Orlando was back in the news approximately 7 months later in December 2022 after threatening a family member with a hammer. He's currently undertaking a psychiatric assessment to see if he's eligible for pleading insanity. Yet the most tragic story of child
Ooh, damn! Did she take? If Orlando that motherfucker took meth, what this bitch take? And she had to take everything. She had a sampler's platter, bitch. Motherfucking crack. cocaine, meth. Maybe, oh, what is this? Let me get fentanyl. Oh, this shit fancy. Damn, Dorothy got fucked up. She need to click her heels or something, bitch. Enough. Okay, my fault.
Fame without a doubt comes from Judy Garland, who played Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz at the age of 16. Whilst filming the movie,
she looked like one of the monkey gargoyles, bro, that were in the movie.
She was prescribed amphetamines to keep up with the production's grueling schedule, as well as barbiturates to help her sleep when the day was finally over. The studio also required Judy to stay incredibly thin, feeding her nothing but soup and lettuce leaves whilst on set, which it explained led to a poor self-image. By the time The Wizard of Oz was finished, she was being prescribed amphetamines from 4 different doctors to keep her weight down and her mood up. Although
you hear that shit? And are we gonna sit here and act like that's normal, bro?
This lifestyle began to catch up to her.
Drugs, getting up late, coming in late to work, and it turned into a nightmare for everybody concerned.
She'd be fired from 3 different movies for intoxication and was constantly in the news for being—
They ruined her life, bro.
Completely broke. Her kids stated that the family couldn't even afford food at times, which accompanied angry slurred messages about being paid for work.
I want my money. I want it right now.
These weren't
That's
delusions.
so fucked up.
She was broke when she recorded this, and not movie star down to my last Rolls Royce broke, homeless broke. No money to buy food broke.
By the time Judy Garland was in her 40s, she looked about 15 years older, had been divorced 5 different times.
Holy shit.
And was performing in a New York bar for $100 per night. While Judy Garland maintained that she had never done anything wrong in her entire life,
the only mistake I ever did, the only harm I ever did was sing Over the Rainbow.
She would die of an overdose at the age of 47 on the exact same drug that she was prescribed during The Wizard of Oz, with her estate being worth a measly $40,000.
That's fucked up, bro. They ruined her life. That's so fucked up. Man, that's fucked up. I'm scared of that shit, bro. I blame her manager. Dude, Hollywood will fucking fuck your life up, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jeez. But at the same time, I kind of want to try drugs now. Weird, I know, but like, come on now. You know, I kind of just want to take like a little bit of meth. Let me try some crack real quick. I mean, Kenji, no, what? I just want to try what? Come on, everybody got to experience something. Kenji, what? Why? Let me come out. Crack. I want some crack. Give me crack, please. I want crack. Give me. I don't even like drinking fucking alcohol, bro. Okay, I don't do no fucking drugs. I'm not fucking around with that. Maybe Red Bull. I'll take a little bit of Red Bull. You feel me? Kenji, no, and I hope never. for the bit. Who said take melatonin? Yo, are you fucking serious, dude? I even like taking Advil for headaches, chat.